Hi, everybody. It's Miss Spooky here. Hey, tonight I want to talk about our topic tonight is truth. And it seems like a pretty basic thing, but I think that you're going to get the idea that we're not being told the truth all the time. Okay. Things are not adding up. What is becoming normal today is not. And so I'm going to talk a little about truth and what it is, how we can reach it, and kind of come to grips with our own reality that's going on. Um, First of all, I want to get to the definition. What is truth? Okay, truth is, here's the definition, the quality or state of being true. It is that which is true in accordance with fact and reality, and a fact or belief that is accepted to be true. Okay. We all, so what does it mean? It means that, first of all, there has to be facts that back it up, right? There has to be with some reality to it, and it's got to be accepted by other people. Okay, it's truth has some other qualities as well. We've got subjective truth, like this is a spoon. Okay, that's subjective. We all know. I'm holding it in my hand. It's concrete. It has a handle. It's got a scoop. Subjectively, this is a spoon. Then there's the objective. Okay, well, it is molded metal in the shape of what you would call a spoon. So it's not actually a spoon, it is a bunch of metal melted down to look like what you call a spoon. Okay, that's the objective part. Kind of like when somebody says, "Oh, the sun is coming up." Um, Actually, and everyone says, "Yeah, you're right. Here comes the sun. It's sunrise. The sun is coming up." But the objective of that is that the Earth is rotating to where it appears that the sun is coming over the horizon, because the sun isn't moving, the Earth is. So the sun is coming up would not be the actual truth, because the sun doesn't move. But the sun is coming up would be a truth, because there would be everyone agreeing, yeah, the sun is coming up. It's sunrise. Okay. So you've got subjective, objective, and I suppose you have some kind of an existential or experience when it comes to the spoon. Maybe it's not even here. Maybe we're just programmed to think this is a spoon, right? So I'm not going to get into that, but there really is no truth in that. We can't prove that, but we can prove that this is a spoon, okay? Spoon has some criteria with it. The first one is that it's congruent. It means that it has to fit the facts, okay? The fact of the matter is that this is a spoon. It has a handle. It's got a scoop in it. Um, those are the facts, and all of those facts you eat with it. All of those facts put together make it a spoon. It's congruent, okay? The other criteria is that it has to be consistent. For you to get a truth, you have to keep You do an experiment, over and over again, right? And you come out with the same conclusion, okay? When you freeze water, it turns into ice, right? And you put the ice in the freezer, and every time it comes out ice. So the truth is, when you freeze water, it's ice, because you have done that experiment over and over again, and those are the conclusions that you keep reaching. So it makes it true. Okay? The other criteria for truth is that it has to be coherent. It's got to make sense. Okay? Um that that's a major problem that we have nowadays, is that we're given information that is not consistent and is not making any sense. All right? One of the examples is global warming. Okay? We were told it, we shoved down our throat over and over again, but it never quite stuck. And the reason why is because we couldn't see it. We don't see it. It's not a part of our daily lives. And so we have difficulty in believing that this is true. Um, we don't know that we have all of the facts. We are not seeing it around us, and so we have a difficult time agreeing that that's the truth, because we're not seeing it. Don't see it. It seems fine to me. It's pretty damn cold outside. That's not making sense. It's not adding up. Okay. The last thing is that it has to be useful, and it's got to be predictive. So, useful information. Hey, can you go get me a spoon for these soups on the table? Sure, right? We have to eat soup, and we eat it with a spoon. It's pretty useful, okay? And the other thing is that it's got to be predictive, okay? That based on our conclusions, based on the information that we get back, that it's consistent, that you reach the same conclusion every single time. It's predictive. We know it, okay? And when something is predictive, doesn't it make you feel a little calmer, a little more at ease when we can predict what is going to happen, what happens, how it fits into our lives? Okay, it's got to be predictive. So I'm going to talk a little bit, just real quick, about the inconsistencies that we're getting, the truths that we're being told that are not adding up. Okay, and it's causing conflict, big time conflict. Half of us believe this thing, half of us believe that thing. What is the truth? Look, when you're hearing something like, okay, all white people are racist. Do you know all white people? Because I don't know all people. Okay? You don't know me. So how can you have a truth that all white people are racist when you don't know all white people? Doesn't add up. And you don't have enough facts to back that up. It's not true. Okay? It's not. It's an idea, it's a thought, but it is not fact, and it's not true. How do you find out if it's true or not? Simple. Simple. Go about your day, talk to people. Get to talk to some white people, okay? And Are they all racist? Were they all saying racist things? Probably not. Probably not. Probably the truth is that most of us are trying to go about our day safely and just trying to survive, just like everybody else. So, to put out a generalization and generalizing is not true. It's just not. Okay, and we have to be on the same page with that. Okay, the last thing is that there's a difference between truth, okay, and belief. All right, truth is something that is solid. All right, it's facts. It's having to do with facts and reality. This is a spoon. I'm holding it. It's solid. It's there. True. Belief only exists in the mind. It's conjured up in the mind. Belief is in the mind. So it doesn't necessarily make it true to everybody else. Now, if you see something or experience something, all right, and you're going, hey, you know what? I've seen a UFO, okay? I know what I saw. To that person, all right, because they have experienced something and because they saw it with their own eyes, that makes it true to them, all right? And then to somebody else who has never experienced something like that can turns around and says, you know what, there's no such thing. Well, just because you haven't experienced it doesn't mean that it isn't true. All right. And the last thing that I wanted to say is that the truth, what is true, doesn't change. It doesn't change. Um, it's always there, and it always is. So even if you don't believe it, right? Like, I don't believe in God, and God is stupid, and how can anybody say that? Okay. Well, what if it is? What if it is? You know, just because you don't believe it or you believe something doesn't mean that it's the truth. And the truth, once you come to the conclusion of the truth, all right, it can't be altered or changed or taken away. It always is. Okay? It's solid, it's there, it's the truth. And the truth is always going to be consistent, and it's always going to be there, and it's not going to change. All right? No matter what you believe, what you think, um, if it's not fitting the narrative or the agenda or whatever, doesn't matter. Truth is truth. Okay? Now, what's the best way to start kind of looking at things and wondering, okay, is this the truth or not? Well, the first thing is that you've got to experience some stuff. You got to get boots on the ground. You've got to be in your place. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You've got to look around you. You're hearing one thing and you're seeing something else. All right. More than likely, what you're seeing and what you're experiencing, okay, physically, mentally, that's what's true, not what somebody is telling you or what you're reading, okay? So work on that. All right? Always remember, do not get sucked into emotion and all of these, thoughts and politics and all of this. Just be grounded, okay? have your own experiences, talk to people, observe, gather your facts to come to your conclusion about your truth. Okay? Let's just work on that. All right? Have a good week. Be the spoon. Good night.